The holidays are quickly, very rapidly, intensely, quickly, rapidly approaching. I usually hand make everyone in my family a present, and I haven't started yet. I don't even have an idea of what to make everyone yet. So I spent the last weekend researching not just cute, cool Christmas gifts, but these are like quirky, unique, never been seen before. I have like over 20. Let's get into it. But hold your horses, because first we gotta make a little bevy while I tell you about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Learning a new craft has become so much more than just picking up a new hobby. It is genuinely one of the purest forms of self-care for me. One of my most asked questions is how to get started with crochet. I used to recommend a bunch of different scattered YouTube videos until I found this class on Skillshare. Now, instead of having to jump around to a bunch of different videos and different blogs and patterns and teachers, you have everything you need to get started with crochet in one beautiful place. And there is no time pressure because every class on Skillshare is completely self-paced. So whether you are rushing to crochet everyone in your family a gift for Christmas, or you're a normal person, Skillshare is the way to go. Heading into the new year, I really want to explore more and try more, experiment more, be more creative. I have replaced my Instagram doom scroll with scrolling through Skillshare's giant library of courses and classes and picking crafts I want to try next. Some classes on my bucket list are this bookbinding class, this sewing class, and this poetry writing course. The first 500 people to use my link will get an entire month of Skillshare for free, plus 20% off your first payment. Get your creative spark back this holiday season with Skillshare. I have been seeing these name banners all over my Pinterest. A lot of them are sewn or patchwork or quilted, but you can do this with crochet. I found a tutorial for the flag and also a super simple tutorial for crocheting all of the letters. I love this gift idea because it's super personal without you having to think too deep about it. Like, it's someone's name. If you have that one person in your life where you're like, I don't know what to get them, this is such an easy way to give them a personalized homemade gift without knowing the most intimate details about them. Another super cute idea is crocheting tapestry letters and adding that as an applique to a bag, a top, a sweatshirt. This could be the person's name. This could just be a funny little saying that you share amongst one another. Could also be really cute as a book cover. You can write out the title of their favorite book or a quote from their favorite book. Sounds adorable. I will also link a tutorial for tapestry crochet in general. I was going strong with the lettering, and when I saw these prize ribbons, come on. You have two options here for how to make them. You can either go out and thrift or buy a prize ribbon and then just crochet the lettering, or I also found a couple tutorials for crocheting the prize ribbon itself. This could be a really good white elephant or gag gift, and you can just put something funny on there, you know. Tell a little joke. Say something silly. Okay, moving on from all of the lettering stuff, something that I've been loving has been the bonnets. I know that balaclavas, which is the dessert, which is the hat. I don't know. But balaclavas were having a big moment, okay? Now the moment has shifted into bonnets, okay? And this is for the cool girl, stylish baddie in your life, all right? And I found two super cute bonnet patterns for you. The first is this nice hooded bonnet with a big bow in the front. This would look especially good with a super fuzzy yarn, giving that little bit of frizz. And the second bonnet that I have is a lace, it looks like a baby bonnet. It's like a lace crochet bonnet. Up next, this is somewhat related, earmuffs. Crochet earmuffs. And again, this is for the stylish baddie in your life. These earmuff patterns, I'm not sure what it is about them that I am so deeply obsessed with, but I freaking love them. This is a perfect yarn busting scrap yarn project for you. You can use all of the colors, all of the things, mix them all together, and you can give your loved one the gift of warm ears. Next up, I'm actually so excited for this one because this one feels very sentimental. I saw this picture of someone that handmade a felt ornament of their house, and I was like, wait, you could totally do that with a pixel grid with crochet. In order to do this, you would have to make your own pixel pattern. There isn't an exact, I can't give you a pattern for their specific house, but I can give you a pattern or a tutorial on how to make your own pixel patterns. It's super easy, and you can leave it as a tapestry, like something they could hang up. You could frame it, or you could crochet a backing for it then and then stuff it. It could be a little pillow or a little ornament. Oh, that's such a cute idea. Wait, I actually need to make this for my sister. Nina, if you're watching this, no, you're not. The next item that my Pinterest literally assaulted me with. Crazy quirky scarves. The first one is this tulip scarf, which I absolutely love. I have a paid pattern for the fully crocheted version. Another option is that you can use scrap fabric to do the tulip part. Just crochet a green long rectangle, like a long green scarf, sew those together, and you don't need a pattern for that. You can do that on your own, you crafty little girl. I will say the paid pattern, it also has leaves on the rectangle. Nobody likes paying for a crochet pattern, okay? But somebody made this. Like, somebody put their heart and soul into it, and 'tis the season. Give back a little. Up next is this super cute olive scarf. I, again, have the paid version linked down below. When I saw this olive scarf, I was like, wait, you can just do this with any coaster and any motif, really. And then this pear scarf showed up. I didn't find a pattern for this, but I think it's literally just like pear coasters or like a pear motif sewed together over and over again. So I have a tutorial for how to make a pear coaster. But you can literally do this with anything. The options are endless. It's amazing. Finally, we have this super cool tentacle scarf. The person you are making this for is a world-renowned fashionista, can wear anything, and just is the coolest ever. There's a free video and a pattern. I love the tentacle scarf. I actually feel like my mom would really like this. So maybe that's an option. More in the decor vibe of things, this super cute rug mug pattern. Now, unfortunately, I could only find a pixel pattern for this rug mug. I do think if you just increase and decrease on the ends, you could make this. It might take some trial and error, but you could accomplish it. I looked high and low for a tutorial and I couldn't find one. If the increasing decreasing is too difficult, you could also make it a square and just have there be a background color. It doesn't quite give the same effect, but it would still be cute. Okay, next up, a crafty girl that I just love is Mag's Rags. She makes the coolest freaking things. And she made this beautiful bikini sweater. And then I was thinking, what if you crochet a bikini and put that on a sweater? I linked a pattern for a full bikini top, but just looking at this as an inspo pic, you could also just crochet a couple triangles and maybe like I-cord the strings, and that way you're not making a full bikini. I actually think my brother might really like this. So I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna think about that. You think about it. There is also a back to this sweater, which is possibly even cuter than the front. I came across this picture of this crochet border of a printed out photograph. I have seen crochet picture frames before, but I've never seen someone crochet into the picture, which I just love this. This is a super easy sentimental gift. I feel like this would be perfect for grandparents or distant family members. I never know what to get. What do I get my grandparents for Christmas? I do have a tutorial for how to crochet bordering onto fabric. I think it would be the same technique, but it might take some trial and error. So if you do try this, make sure you print out multiple copies of the same photo just in case you mess up. Similar vibe, but a little bit easier, is making these fabric coasters with the crochet edging. I have that tutorial for how to crochet edging onto fabric. I also have a tutorial for how to make these fabric coasters. Obviously, it'll take a little bit of sewing, but maybe you could also find some cute coasters at the thrift store. But either way, it would be so stinking cute. More decor stuff. I've definitely mentioned this on my channel before, but crocheting fridge magnets. This is super easy because it can literally be any motif you want. Anyone that you know that has like a core hobby. For me, this is like my dad loves bird watching. So if you get him anything bird related, like you're good. Just crochet him a bird motif. You buy these little fridge magnets, hot glue them to the back, and boom, crochet fridge magnet. I found some cute motifs for funky eyes, cute little goose, these cowboy boots, but the world is your oyster. Crochet anything. Crochet an oyster. That would be cool. The next gift idea I have, this is a gift set, and it was inspired by me and my friend's obsession with building fairy houses and just being fairies. It is a fairy tea party set. First pattern that I kept seeing everywhere were these crochet fairy wings, which is so cute. And then I kept getting suggestions for these poofy fairy wands. And the final piece of this set is a crown or a tiara, and I have both for you. A flower crown and a tiara. Pick your poison. Maybe you could thrift a cute little tea set. Get a picnic basket, a tea set, and then put the crochet gifts inside of the picnic basket and like wrap it cute with a ribbon. I'm gonna do that. Another quirky fashion item, these crochet wrist watches. I've seen ones with the watch head is like a flower or a bear or just a different motif. This is a really good last minute gift if you know someone that's obsessed with watches, I guess. But I think like I would wear this. I think it's cute and silly. Pigeon purse. Purse that looks like a pigeon. I don't have anything to add to that. I saw this video of this insane crochet blanket, which is so cool. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I would love to be able to crochet my loved ones a blanket, but I don't hate myself. So instead, I would go out, I would buy or thrift. You guys know I love my thrifting. A beautiful blanket and then just crochet the motifs. In this example video, she kind of just went sporadic, like did whatever cool, funky things she could find, which I love. But I also think it would look good if you did sort of like set the scene. Some ideas I had were like a bunch of cows grazing. Maybe one of them is like getting abducted by an alien, using those fish motifs, doing a little underwater scene, crocheting just a bunch of different flowers, having it be a flower field. You get a dark blanket, doing stars, starry night kind of vibe. I think those are pretty good ideas, but you know, do whatever you want, I guess. I came across this beautiful image of a woman wearing a knit necktie, and I found a bunch of crochet neckties. You can obviously keep it super simple, or you can add add stuff to it. Add the flowers, add the frogs, add buttons, charms, patches, more accessories, scrunchies, but cooler. I made this flower scrunchie a while back. I will link the tutorial that I used. I think it's so cute. I also love these star scrunchies. I have a free tutorial that was on YouTube, but there is also a paid version on Etsy. So another artist that I love is Sophie Diggard. She makes these intensely, insanely cool knit and crochet items. She made this super cool crochet dog necklace. You can make your own at-home version. Couldn't find an exact pattern, probably doesn't exist an exact pattern, but I found a similar one that you could use. But you can also use any mini amigurumi that you find or that you know your loved one would enjoy, like a worm. This is my fashionista obsession, okay? I loved the bonnets. This I maybe love even more so than the bonnets. These lace hand coverings. I can't find an exact tutorial for these two super cutie pop ones, but I found a similar pattern, a similar tutorial that you can use. Either way, these are amazing. This is gonna be my gift to myself. She got them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Yeah, this is so simple. Buy a pair of jeans, crochet an apple motif, take off the pockets on the back, and sew the apple motif on instead. Bada bing, bada boom. Apple bottom jeans. That's so cute. Another book lover gift that you can make, because I know there's a lot of book lovers out there. I kept coming across these felt embroidered tea mug and bag bookmarks, which are so cute. You can totally crochet that. I have a paid Etsy pattern for the mug and tea bag all together. I did also find separate tutorials for a tea mug and a tea bag, and you just have to figure out how to attach them then. Again, if you are a multifaceted crafting girly, a jack of all trades, a Jacqueline of all trades, so to say, you can add embroidery onto the mug, personalize it a little bit, and make it super cute. I actually can't believe how many things I have. I'm surprised that I'm still talking. We're almost done. Bear with me, we're almost done. There's some good ones in here, okay? Don't leave yet. I saw this vintage shawl, this vintage mesh shawl, and it's just fantastic, and it's just beautiful, and it's everything. The vintage crochet patterns in general they do be slaying. They are cute as heck. You can find them on Etsy. Just search up vintage crochet pattern. I did find this exact pattern. I'm not sure if it's available though or not. So I found a similar one on YouTube, which you could modify to make the shawl bigger. It's not the exact same, but it could work. Piano skirt. If you're making the piano skirt, you might as well go all the way. Make the scarf, make the headband, make the bag, do a full piano outfit. Piano outfit check. Okay, this one is controversial. Personally, I love the idea of crochet socks, okay? I know wearing them is probably not super comfortable and feels a little icky, but they are so cute. And I found some really cute, unique ones. Ones with the fur on the top, with charms added in, funky, wacky colors. These are so cute. I would wear this 100%. I have the exact tutorial for these cute little lace ones. For these fishnet style ones, I would modify this video tutorial that I found, just make them shorter and then add a little bit of that fuzzy yarn to the top. I really like this gift because it's always a joke, like, what do you get someone that you don't know what to get them? Socks? But these are like cute socks, handmade socks. As I was looking at the socks, I then got a lot of suggestions for leg warmers. I especially love the flared out ones and ones that are using all of the colors. And this is a good yarn busting, scrap yarn type project. You guys, this is the last idea and it's a good one. Button buddies. I came up with that name. I think they're really called button accessories. This is a good boy present because you can add it to a button up top and they're really cute. I found ones for these little bears, for these fruits. Quick, easy, and simple gift that you can make. You can't tell me these are not good. All of the tutorials, all of the patterns are linked down below. Yeah, I don't know how to end video.